Financial Institutions and Allied Workers, Zufiaw, is the union of choice for workers in the finance, banking, building societies, pension funds, insurance, and all financial-related institutions in Zambia. In its nearly 50 years of existence, Zufiaw has undergone transformation in line with modern-day unionism. In particular, the union has taken steps to remain self-sustaining.
It has always been the policy of Zufiaw to go into viable investment. This was in line, of course, with plans to make the union less dependent on issues of subscription. And to this effect, of course, the union registered a company called Treasure Hunt to handle its business and financial affairs.
In recent years, the number of members of Zufiaw has significantly reduced. This has been attributed to privatization and computerization of institutions.
Many jobs that required several people to perform are now being done by one or two individuals on a computer. For instance, you talk of ATMs today have replaced bank tellers in most of our banking institutions. Computers have now replaced clerks and typists in most of these institutions as well. The union lost a lot of members after privatization, from 13,000 to now about 3,944. This, of course, resulted into a significant reduction in finances from subscriptions. Thus, we felt the need to enter into project investment.
Workers' education is of paramount importance to the union. Over the years, Zufiaw has made strides to promote the development of skills among its members.
We put a lot of value to training. We need to do skill development. We need to train the leaders. We need to prepare them to take up responsible positions in the union. What we have now mainly are accidental leaders, those who are not trained, those who are just by luck, they are elected. We do run workers' education programs, but in hired halls, in hired hotels, and it's very, very expensive. We are not able to manage the budgets. When I was elected General Secretary in 1998, I proposed to the National Executive Council that we turn the house in Olympia, which was previously spotted for the General Secretary so elected, that was the official residence. So when I was elected, I said I'll find my own accommodation. And I proposed to the National Executive Council that we turn that house into a training center. We renovate it into a training center. The National Executive Council did agree, and then we had to take it to the Congress. And we did, and the Congress agreed that we transform it into the training center.
The Zufiaw Training Center was financed by Zufiaw with the help of our member institution, Indo-Zambia Bank, at a total cost of 2,300,000 kwacha. Indo-Zambia Bank contributed 1,600,000 kwacha, whilst Zufiaw contributed 700,000 kwacha.
We started working on the training center. Unfortunately, we were in court with a contractor, a Zambian contractor, for many years. And as such, it took so long for us to complete the training center.
Under the supervision of a project manager, a new contractor, Waltech, undertook remedial works and completed the project to very high standards.
So with the training center now, it will be easier to capture or to handle as many members as possible and carry them through the education that they need.
The union has demonstrated prudence in the utilization of the member fees. This is the step forward amongst the many productive steps towards financial independence. As such, we can already see how the union has contributed to actually creating jobs, because the training center, as it will be run on a commercial basis.
We are the first union to have a training center in Zambia, and the first union to have a training center in the region. So we are very, very proud, and I'm happy to say that our member institutions, our international connections are all on board. They are willing to come and support this center and make it work. And also the government is very excited about it.
You have exhibited, you are not only the most representative, but you are responsible. You are providing the necessary leadership. Because with training programs, you will provide criticism which is very well researched. You will provide advice to government which is very well researched. We need trained economists from the workers' representatives who will be looking at issues from workers' representatives' point of view, from the workers' point of view. We need trained economists from the federation employers who understand issues from the employer's point of view. And then we need our economists who are in government who look at issues from the government's point of view. Put these three together, the thinking, then you will be able to come up with a very good product for the country.
Upon completion, we also brought in BA Properties to evaluate the building, and it is currently valued at $3,520,000, which translates to about 651,000 United States dollars. This gives a net investment gain of about 1,200,000 kwacha, which is well commendable for a union to actually undertake. The union has also already started repaying the loan, and I must stress that the repayments are on schedule. Part of the proceeds from the training center will also go towards liquidating the loan from Indo-Zambia. There are also plans to have a fully functional computer library or a resource center, which is a state-of-the-art digital modern setup for training and research purposes. The union's balance sheet has been enhanced by this project. The center has fostered sustainability in the short, medium, and long term.
So as Zufiaw, as we celebrate our 50 years in existence, our Golden Jubilee, we are going in it in style with investment.
Zufiaw's investments include owning shares in Puma Energy and Workers Development Corporation. The union is also in the process of acquiring a plot in Luansha earmarked for the construction of a modern shopping mall as an income-generating venture.
I'll go away as a very, very happy General Secretary, being the first woman General Secretary, and being a woman who made it possible to have a training center in place.
Zufiaw member institutions are proud of the achievements of their union.
This is a check for 10,000 rebased kwaches. We're still trying to adjust from the 10 million. It's equivalent to the old 10 million, and it's a small token from NAPSA, which we feel will go a long way in helping you get the center started.
On April 19, 2013, the Zufiaw Training Center was officially opened at a colorful ceremony that also saw the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of a 20-room hostel complex on the adjacent plot.
Guests of honor, you are aware that traditional methods of training workers for shorter periods of 3 to 4 days have been inadequate. It is our intention to promote longer courses which will sharpen the skills of workers so that they share the platform with employers on an equal footing. We also intend to train a number of workers educators whose program is longer and run in phases of about 7 stages for one to qualify as an educator. Therefore, a lot of funding is required, and partnering with donor community, FES there, shall be inevitable.
To you, our employers, arbitrators, the conciliators, mediators present here, and other trade unions, both affiliated to ZCTU and FFTUZ, you are welcome to use the facility at a fee. Mr. Geso Bonasa, Zufiaw is ready to work with you and to ensure that conditions of service for our workers are improved, and we continue to maintain industrial harmony.
It's clear that this has come at some high cost and wasn't a cheap venture. But it's not surprising, because what this shows is that Zufiaw is committed to the continuous development of knowledge. It is committed to continuous development of skill. And that shouldn't be surprising. You represent a constituency made up of workers who are in the knowledge field. The banking sector, the pension funds, the insurance companies are all in the knowledge sector. And so it is appropriate that the leadership and the membership in general of the unions are continuing to upgrade themselves, continue to build their skills so that they're not left behind.
As government, we support the initiative by Zufiaw to ensure that workers are educated on their rights and obligations, as this will go a long way in promoting industrial harmony in the labor market. The costs associated with training are generally high, and Zufiaw did not hesitate to set aside necessary funds to put up the training center. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to assure you that my government will encourage and support trade unions such as Zufiaw, who show commitment to the interest of their members.